I came out here to protest with my fellow protesters.
Was it a coincidence or was it something designed that way? On the fateful day the so-called End Hunger protest ended in Nigeria, the Nigerian community in Staten Island, New York decided to put up a spectacular evening party to solidify the bond that exists between them. There was so much to it. Also, there was so much to say about events back home and here in America. We now bring you highlights of the issues we discussed at the party.
Every year, this time of the year, we come over here at Willowbrook Park to celebrate one another at our annual picnic. All right? You know, this country work. At least once in a while, once a year, we come out here at least to fraternize with each other, to be happy with each other, and as well share emotions about what is going on in our general lives. All right? It's a time to reflect. It's time we reflect on how we do in our own community as our Nigerian people. And of course, share our ideas, our sentiment with other African nations and bring them to bear. And that's how we know Abu, a wonderful person from our brother from our other country, Senegal. And our brother here too, who came to celebrate with us. You see, we are diversified kind of people. We are here to tell the world that the world today is a global village where we all share ideas and of course make ourselves known about what we can do to make the world a better place for us all.
So what is the aim of this Nigerian Association of Staten Island?
The aim of Nigerian Association of Staten Island is to make sure we carry on Nigerians along in the project called Nigeria. All right? You see, we have a wonderful president today who's trying to make things better for our country. All right? In order to also bring the diaspora along, which is whatever is doing great in our country, we meet, of course, once in a month, what we call general meeting of Nigerian Association of Staten Island to bring ideas of what we can do to make our country back home a better place, and as well America where we are now.
Well, sir, there is a sharp contrast between what is happening here and what is happening back home. What is wrong? I mean, isn't it a kind of a paradox that maybe Nigerians back home will say you guys are enjoying, you are partying, and while they are suffering there because of the ongoing protests?
Listen, don't get me wrong. Nigerians back home can say anything. God bless America. You know why? Because back home, a lot of things have gone bad in the past, which we are trying to correct now. When you work for $1, you get paid for it. And that's what makes the difference between here and Nigeria. Nigeria will work for 100,000 in the past. It takes you months to get it. And these are the ills that our current president is trying to correct. Here we enjoy because when we work for $1, we get it right away. You get it right away, you do whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, we don't have time to enjoy, and which is why we make one day, special one day we call picnic, for us to share ideas, for us to share emotions, and for us to enjoy ourselves, and which is why we're here.
So what is your overall vision or target for this group?
Our vision and target for us is to make sure we give back to society, either here or back home. Like the Chief Prince rightly said when he came into this organization, to say, there are a lot of people who want to identify with us. Let us identify with them as well. Same thing with, you can see Mr. Abu Diakate, you see our brother here. They want to identify with us. So this is our idea of expansion, our ideas of togetherness, our ideas of getting people together from all walks of life. Diversity is what makes Nigeria tick, all right? And that's what we want to do. Whatever we gather here, whatever we gather thereafter, we'll give back to Nigeria, and we'll give back to wherever we are here in America. All right? So that's what we exist as Nigerian Association of Staten Island.
Yeah, the day is just another remembrance that we normally have every year. As the Nigerian Association of Staten Island Incorporation, we are a 501c organization, and we normally go along to make sure that we have a day out of many days to come together as a community, and we always invite all the African community, even some of my friends that are white and from other countries, they are here already and they just left, and that's the unity that we are just trying to bring together in the world. because the way the world is today, we are united because we see ourselves different from Mr. A, we're supposed not to be. We need to come together as a nations to be under one umbrella.
So, I will ask this question to you as a Nigerian. Aren't you concerned about what is happening back home, the ongoing protests that, left much to be desired, and most of the protesters were saying they are hungry? Isn't it concerning to you as an African, living in, affluence while
the problem we have in Nigeria today is because we have changed from the mindset that our parents have, where the cocoa, the coffee, the timber, the farm, everything is their primary focus, and they focus more on making sure that they bring the food that will be sufficient for their people. Even if it is not going to be commercial, they will be able to take care of their immediate family. I know when my parents was growing up, despite the fact that they have a business, they still have a farm that they can feed their family within a year. That's the problem that we are facing today. Our young African Nigerians, especially, their orientation has changed. They are looking for quick money without small job. Go and check their certificate, and you will see that the certificate they carry, you cannot even say it is something that is commensurable with their intelligence, because they have deviated. They just carry paper without something to support that certificate.
But let me digress a little bit. The debate is, aren't you concerned about the wind of change that is blowing across Africa? I'll give you an example. Last year and this year, there has been a resurgence of military coups, which shows African leaders have a challenge deficit. They are not ruling apart. Notwithstanding the intervention by the West or donor country or powerful nations, but the military intervention, look at Mali, look at Niger, look at Burkina Faso. They are holding strong. Look at Gabon, we have never enjoyed a coup. So now, if you are telling me that African youths are to blame, I'm too afraid that when you go back to Nigeria, the words you are saying will haunt you, because a lot of Nigerians will be very angry with you.
I go to Nigeria at least twice in a year. I meet with people, I have chats with them. I go to my village, which is Ekiti. I see the way people that doesn't go out from their village, there's not nearly all of them, they can feed themselves. And I can point to 10 of them that have 2 cars, and they have their children in private school. What I'm saying is this: it is concerned that Africa is not united, but I'm not going to blame anybody I need to blame myself. Because I'm not going to tell my children and say, oh, because there's economic hardship in America, I won't be able to send you to school. That's not an excuse. That's something that is telling you that you don't have a brain to look when you face challenges. That's when your brain is supposed to work. How am I going to get out of these challenges? The people that discover electricity, they were in darkness before they know that, oh, we need electricity. That's a challenge that, oh, we have electricity, we are in darkness. What do we need to be out of darkness? We need electricity. The break come. And what we are seeing today, we are looking at Tesla and all these electric cars. How do we come about electric cars? Because people are now seeing that petroleum is getting more money. There's environmental pollution. How can we overcome this challenge? Those are challenges. We can't just sit back and now say, oh, these challenges we are going to allow us to do. No, we need to think, brainwash, look outside. How can you overcome these challenges? That's how you see people that come with invention that they now prosper. That's why Africa is backward, because our graduates are not developing anything. But there are thousands of graduate electrician, mechanical engineering in Nigeria. What are they doing?
But sir, you seem to be digressing. Aren't you concerned about Generation Z? We are no longer in control. These youths are the ones in control, Generation Z. Look at Kenya. Ruto is on the verge of leaving, or otherwise it will be an ongoing thing. Nigeria too is lucky that this protest is not like the one in Kenya. But then Africa, we still have to correct our act. Our generation is different from the current Generation Z. These people were millennials, born in 2000, and they have power. We may be archaic, so we have to really understand them.
The same thing we are saying today. Some people have said it 60 years ago. When Kwame Nkrumah, Awolowo, all of them, how old are they? When they were fighting,
they are in their 30s.
Even many of them are younger, and now Holo was 20-something.
Yes.
When the first coup in Nigeria, which is Gowon he wasn't married when he became head of state. Yeah. They were youth, they were young.
I think it was 29.
Exactly. All of them that time they were young. What I'm saying is this: the Gen Z you are talking about, the way they look at things is different from us. Gen Z are looking for a quick way to make money.
But they are the ones in power now.
They are not in power. Because
why?
I'm opposed to dollarization of the world economy. Because what that means is that no African currency can become convertible in the world market. And that is not good for Africa. It means that all the African countries will be subjected to the whims and caprices of Western economy. In other words, they are being recolonized. And this is not what we need right now. A situation where by any money you borrow from the World Bank is regulated by the IMF, and they can devalue your currency to become non-convertible. This is wrong. It tantamounts to what I would call economic gobbledygook, an unintelligent and nonsensical jargon that has to be stopped now. And this is my position, Chief Impaka Prince.